Titanus Gojira, widely known as Godzilla, first appeared in 1954. The Titan is considered to be a hero, though he will do anything necessary to protect the Earth from threats. Godzilla is shown to be the most dominant out of the rest of the Titans. We call him the king.
Have you guys like
of
ever
the
had a bad
monsters.
day? Like, I'm talking like nothing seems to go y'all's way, and like your routine is just thrown off. Like right now, I'm noticing I said like 3 times within 15 seconds, and it is utterly throwing me off my ball game. Like I can't tell you guys how I'm not flustered or frustrated or like aggravated. I am merely, I just feel very irritable, right? And it started this morning. Like I woke up at 8, I felt good. I fell back asleep woke up at 9, and then on a normal day, I'm in the restroom by 8. I eat breakfast by 8:30. I'm in my office by 9. I'm in my office for an hour, either doing some kind of editing, some kind of work, something. And then I leave my house. I go pick up Carlos. We're at the gym by 11. It is now 12:54. On top of that, like, I don't know if it's just me or if it's a little tism or something. Like, I have routines for a purpose, and if something throws me off my game, it's almost like I don't know how to. I do know how. I just kind of have like a bit of a lag jumping back into that same process, where it's like when I'm getting ready for the gym, like let's just go walk through, right? 8 o'clock, use the restroom. 8:30, put my breakfast in the microwave. I put up the dishes within the 2 minutes that my food is heating up. And then while I put up the dishes, I'm filling up my shaker cup with 24 ounces of whatever juice I'm drinking that day, right? Boom, that's 9,200 carbs with my breakfast. Like, all that, just that being thrown off threw me off, right? Because it's like my fiance was working from home yesterday and today. Yesterday was fine. Yesterday was an off day. I don't have to get any kind of mentally ready on a Wednesday. It's my bummy day. If I'm being productive, it's because I have a to-do list, right? But all right, now that I got that off my chest, and I appreciate you guys for listening, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting warmed up. I need to make sure I need to use the restroom, guys. Like, we went to go eat sushi yesterday. I ate about 2,000 calories of sushi in a meal, so that is still digesting and moving through my bowels. So I'm waiting for that to exit my body so I can go back to my slim, trim, slightly sub 100-pound body weight. Anyways, Carlos was actually filming his first YouTube video today, so that's kind of exciting. But I wanted to show you guys something because I recently just upgraded my system, technically. Boom. Just look at this beautiful tripod. I think it's from KF. Yeah, it's right here. KF Concept. I think I got this tripod for like maybe $40 on Prime Day deal. But what I really like about it is the ability for it to fold up. Because normally tripods just kind of like compress right through these little joints. You click them open and it slides in. This one slides in, and then on these joints you click them open and it folds up. So super portable, and like honestly I kind of mess with it. I really like it. It's like, because of the ball joint at the top, I can get like pretty cool angles, like how you guys saw when I was venting earlier. Like, it was an upward angle towards my face, right? And all I had to do was tilt this up, and I can also like mess with this if I wanted to get lower, right? Or if I wanted it to get higher. It has all kinds of different Is that the max? All right. All kinds of different adjustability, but all right, that's enough of. Don't steal my lingo, Carlos. Robbie. This is the Mega Gojira channel.
Oh, this guy.
But anyhow, guys, let's talk about training for a second, all right? So I have another heavy double today. This whole month for deadlifts and squats, I've just had doubles. So today I have a double at RP 6 to 7. And based off the calculator, it's what I told you guys last week, 865 for 2. So that's what I'm gonna be loading up. As long as I feel good enough and everything feels consistent, we're gonna go up to 865 for 2. And then for back downs, I don't know, I might just do 606 and keep it there. Like honestly, 606 for me is like the magic number. It's super light to where it's not gonna mess me up, but it's also heavy enough to produce some form of stimulus. So yeah, I mean, but if I feel really good, I might end up going up for like maybe one top set, because I do have 3 sets today. So maybe I'll do one top set of like 7 plus or 660 plus. We'll see. But you know, guys, when irritation is at its highest and you have a difficult time reining things back in, it helps a lot to remember that it doesn't matter what you're doing. At the end of the day, you're just training. That's it. You're just training. So, how do you train? One rep at a time. One lift at a time. One moment at a time. So, when things appear to be extremely disorganized and dysfunctional, slow it down. If you have the luxury to, that is. Sometimes you can't slow it down, but if you have the luxury to, and sometimes it isn't even really about time. It isn't about how much time you have on your hands. It's about your ability to quantify your obligations and responsibilities and move forward like that. But anyways, that's enough sappy stuff. So for today, I'm trying a different flavor of the bulk. Let's see. I think the correct term is bulk the black pre-series, but anyhow, this is the peach mango flavor. So for a lot of you other guys who compete in drug tested, like this is super clutch because Transparent Labs, a lot of their products are indeed third-party tested. So that's super important, for me at least, and I know for a lot of people too. I know Joey was asking me during the warm-ups in the back, he was like, is that pre-natty? And I'm like, dude, like, third-party tested. All right, but let's do a little taste test. Okay, I like this one a lot better than the sour gummy or the blue raz. This one actually tastes pleasant. And I mixed this with a little bit leftover blue raz electrolyte. So not a pure flavor, but a good one nonetheless. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish, get this chugged down. Do a little bit of dynamic movements and some static stretching, and then go ahead and start putting some weight on the bar.
Combined strength, you can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
slips, bro. It just rolls. Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you guys how infuriating this is. But I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It rained. It was raining all morning. So, but it's just like, fuck. It's just like, man, like, it's just so annoying. It's so annoying when, like how do you keep that bar dry? How do you do it? Man, and the only thing I know how to do is let my strength overcome the adversity. That's it. But it's just like, I can't tell you guys, like, I had a decent double last week, and then I'll come home, have a good squat session, have a good bench session, and then right now, like, deadlifts are going down the wazoo. But I think what I'm gonna do is, since I still have a double to do, and I'm more than likely fatigued from Monday, I'm going to drop down to 826, so 375, and I'm gonna just go through my routine. I still want to hit a double. It's because my right hammy kind of feels a little weird. Not like painful or anything. It just kind of like, on the way to the gym when I was sitting in my truck, like, it was so stiff, and then I felt it kind of tug. Maybe I'll just go down. But my ego wants me to lift heavy. But I think 3 weeks of going hard are more than sufficient. It's sufficient enough to go ahead and have one uber smart session. So I really want to drop down to 375 to do a double. Man, I wish I could just express to you guys how frustrating this is. However, I think I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna see how that feels. I'm really just gonna try to, like, get my grip in there and just, like, today's just one of those days, guys. Trying to knock me off my horse. But you know what? We're not getting knocked off the horse. We're gonna get back on the horse, and we're gonna keep on riding, baby. Still got to get to that destination.
This is a super save. And this is what is known as a super save that is ascended.
All right, so 375 was a no-go. I was trying something new. I was prioritizing my grip over the bar before I braced, and I just felt no power off the ground. Like, it wasn't even worth trying to grind through. So, like, I mean, literally got it off the ground like an inch, maybe 2, and then I called it. It's chalked up. So what do you do in circumstances like this? Well, number one is, we're gonna go look at our program, see what our sets by reps is, and then we're just gonna attack those reps, right? It might not be as heavy as we want. Obviously, I'm not running at 100% right now. Like, I went hard on Monday, like 931 for 2 and 738 for 8 is a big jump from doing 880 for 2 and 705 for 8, right? So, and plus, what did I do for volume? And plus, on Tuesday I did 550 for 1, and I think I worked up to 440 for 7. So, yet again, when you are ramping up intensity in any of your lifts over a period of time, there is going to be a period where one of those lifts is going to falter. Even if it's just a tiny amount, it's going to falter, and like, that fatigue's got to go somewhere. That fatigue has to be dealt with at one point or another. So This is my 3rd week back on program. You know, I gotta use my big boy head. I gotta use my brain and kind of look at this objectively, put away my emotions, my subjectivity, and just look at the numbers. Like, okay, like I've been pushing pretty hard, pretty fast. Sooner or later, my body is going to need to kind of deal with that fatigue somehow, right? And it kind of looks like it's rearing its ugly head today. I mean, like, let's not even talk about my grip. Like, that's another issue. Like, just my strength off the ground. Like, it just doesn't even feel like it's there right now. So, it's chalk, guys. But still, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip gears from prioritizing my top set to now prioritizing a good body of work on my 3 sets of back downs as well as my accessories. And that is where I'm going to win the day. Like, yeah, it sucks when you fail a top set. It sucks when you're not doing what you want to or what you're supposed to. But it doesn't mean the battle's lost. It doesn't mean the war is lost. It just means if you hit a wall, you could either try running straight at it again even harder, or when you have the experience, you can sidestep, go left or right, and maybe try to find if that wall is only like 4 feet wide in front of you, and then all you have to do is walk 4 feet to your right or left, and then, you know, you're back to moving forward. So that's kind of my train of thought. I'm gonna really just try to have short-term memory with this, because sometimes this can really, on days like this where everything started off on the wrong foot, if I let it could definitely fester later in the day. So it's my responsibility as a sane-minded individual, just let this go. And that, I mean, it did happen, don't get me wrong. It happened, this is going on YouTube. But, I mean, you win some, you win a lot, you're gonna lose every now and then, evidently. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on with the back downs, guys. I will probably start off with 4 reds just to be safe, and I honestly might just stick to 4 reds, because, like, obviously it wouldn't behoove me any benefit to try to push into a top set. So, all right, so I have a 3x6 at RP6 today. Since it is set to 6, maybe we'll see how I feel. But you know what? Well, you know what really makes me mad? I wasn't gonna record this part, but I got a lot to say. It really grinds my gears when I don't want to go to the gym. Like, does that make sense? Like, I get mad at myself.
With a body tinier than a poppy seed, I will someday overtake and even surpass the entire world. Nothing can ever stop my quest.
Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, what the hell is my soft baby ass complaining about that it's ruining how I feel about the gym? Like, what? Like, WTF? Like, am I really some baby back, soft ass mofo? Like, is that who I am? Is that who's gotten to this point? Because if that's who's gotten to this point, that's not gonna be who gets to where I wanna go. So, I gotta wake my ass up, and I gotta put myself in a high gear, and I gotta find it somewhere, somehow, and get things going. Cause ain't nobody here gonna get things going other than me, for myself at least. I mean,
I've stared death in the face plenty of times since I became a hunter. In my first raid, I lost my party in Mondo Spring. E-rate monsters hospitalized me for weeks. There was a time I nearly starved to death in a labyrinth. It could be the lowest of the dungeons. I'll still be fighting for my life. Most hunters buy upgraded gear with the cash they make from selling essence. They take down stronger beasts, bigger rewards. But I break the bank just splurging on cheap knives. Once they break, fighting with my bare hands.
Toast. But alright guys, so the water at the Legion is not running, and you know, that's something else that kind of sucked ass today. I had to go to the restroom, but I couldn't. Anyways, enough complaining. So since the water isn't running, I gotta go take Carlos back to the house so he can shower and then to work so he can make money to pay me his phone bill and maybe potentially start charging for gas. Huh? Oh, that's fair. $100 a month. 80 for your phone bill, 20 for gas. It's not bad. 50-50 every check, or just 100 one check. Huh? Yeah. But anyways, guys, on days like this, I ain't gonna lie, it's so easy to start pointing fingers. It's so easy to start complaining. It's so easy to just start making excuses. Even though some of those excuses might be valid, you can't give yourself, yeah, you can't give yourself the luxury of using even legitimate excuses. Here, hold on a bar, Carlos. Because if you start letting excuses get the best of you, it becomes a habit. And when you make a habit of making excuses, it doesn't matter. Like that's a bad place to be. Because once you start making excuses, like it don't matter. Anything could ruin your day. Anything could ruin your sense of direction. Anything could just take away from what you got to do. But as a man, you got to learn to take even the most opportune situations and make the best of them. It doesn't matter. So I'm a big brother. This guy needs me. Am I gonna let him sink? No. I'm gonna cut my workout short so I can go take him to the work. And then what I do after that is up to me. Am I gonna go to the gym and finish my accessories? That's what I'm planning on. And it's just so easy to kind of chalk today up and be like, oh, I just want to go home and put my feet up and be a little bit. No, like, silence that part of yourself, because trust me, even the fiercest of men at times deal with such intrusive thoughts. It happens to the best of us. And trust me, I would like nothing more than to go home and put my feet up and be in an air-conditioned unit with my cool LED lights playing some games. Trust me, that sounds exquisite right now with a cold, refreshing beverage. But you know what? That's the easy way. And going the easy way isn't gonna get me to my goals. So I gotta nut up or shut up. But alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everything packed. We're gonna speed on out of here, and then I'll probably just see you guys. I don't know. I really want to do some kind of heavy leg press. So, I mean, the seated leg press at the complex is a little wonky. It isn't really the best. So, I don't know. I mean, going to Gold's might be a better alternative. Just because there's a Gold's like 2 minutes from my place, and I really just want to hit some heavy leg press and hit some more leg accessories. TBD. Everything's TBD, but that's just kind of my train of thought right now.